It is 3 a.m. and I have fed the artist by making this wall. This is also being creative. Like, you don't have to like be making something from scratch to be creative. Like, you just be having fun and exploring the things that you already own. You can use other people's creativity to inspire yourself. That's how I see it. The key is to buy them if they have just instruments on the covers. I'm giving out some free sauce right now. Bring back cool album covers. Like, this is crazy. I had this idea to put records on my wall. Do it with thumbtacks. Anyways, one of my fixations is records. Even bad records. Cheap records. Oh yeah. I like a good discount, alright? I like a good discount. This is my record collection. It's not that big. It's pretty decent. Most of the records here, 99 cents. Most. I think at most I've probably paid like maybe $10, maybe $8, okay? Go through this and like just pick some that kind of inspire me. Yeah. I'll be so honest, like sometimes I really do just pick stuff because I think the album cover looks cool. You'll see this is kind of the vibe I'm going for. Neat, very neat. The reason I like records is because I like boom bap, okay? I like to make beats. I'm not good at it, but I do like it. Sampling music is fun. Even if like you don't use records, you can like sample stuff off of YouTube. It's fun to do. And yeah, so that's kind of why like this collection has grown, because I kind of have like these like moments where I'm just like, I'm about to drop like 50 bucks on a bunch of records sporadically, you know? So I'm just kind of going through them because, to be honest, I don't have any order to my chaos in here. At one point I tried to organize this at my last place so that it was kind of like at least by genre. I have a lot of genres in here, I think. Like, let me see. Like, for example, this is literally Mozart. Okay. There's also some Bach. And then I have a lot of other strange things in here. There's like soul, there's some jazz. I started to specifically look for records that had like instruments on them because, to be honest, I don't really know all the artists and creators, but that doesn't matter because, like, for one, again, 99 cents, but for two, I started looking for records that had like an instrument on it because I realized that it just means that it's mostly gonna be like an instrument, and for sampling, kind of essential and key, right? I mean, you can sample words, obviously, but I think it's a little bit easier to play with samples that don't have words. Not to say that this doesn't have singing, but it's just kind of like there's a lot of focus on the instrument when you find a record that is just piano. Even if you don't know what's going on in the record, you don't have to go like YouTube every single one, because I didn't want to do that either. If I'm buying a record for like 99 cents, I didn't feel like, you know, searching online. Like, this is kind of interesting to have on my wall, just for some contrast in the background. I feel like it'd be fun. And this is interesting. It's kind of like green blue. This is well. So I'm gonna try to like stay somewhere in this like range, in this range palette somewhere, even though it looks a little funky. I'm gonna figure it out. This is also being creative. Like, you don't have to like be making something from scratch to be creative. Like, you just be having fun and exploring the things that you already own and use the things that you already have. I need to just be creative. Yeah, use what you got, right? Even though obviously I had to buy these things, but you know, might as well make it useful because I haven't really been sampling my records. I need to do that, obviously. That's something I've been putting aside. And music as well. So I think just like slowly dipping my toes into music has been good for me. I think it's just a good way to open up, you know, some creativity and get creative. I think it'll be a fun little thing to do right now. It's late, but I also napped earlier because I cried, so. I didn't after nap cry. I think I estimated correctly that I need to pick 30 to fit on this area of my wall. I think that's what I want to do. But yeah, I'm just literally grabbing like a chunk. Again, there's like a lot of variety because I wasn't able to organize when I first purchased them. They inspired me, but I'm just letting, you know, different ones speak to me right now. The key is to buy them if they have just instruments on the covers. I'm giving out some free sauce right now. Yeah. I'll be so honest, like sometimes I really do just pick stuff because I think the album cover looks cool. Fuck. There's some cool record stores near me. There's like this one record store that's like inside this antique mall. Basically, like every vendor has their own section. This one vendor, he has like his own record area. Pretty neat, pretty fun. Some of it's kind of expensive in his, but it's like a fun one to kind of go into. See, again, kind of that color palette I was looking at. Like the more fancier ones, I feel like, if there's a cover on them. I got it from this, he has this garage that he sells records from. It's very local, and it's literally at his house, but his whole garage is full, and I think he has like even like a shed in the backyard. A little scared, but very cool. Record store with all kinds of variety. He definitely also sells like collectibles, but I usually, if I go there, I go dig through the stuff that's, you know, cheap, because I'm a cheap hoe, okay? I'm frugal. This one, I don't even know what it is, but I had to get it. Like, I had to get this. I probably paid 99 cents for this one. I'm gonna put that one on the wall too, fuck it. You'll see, this is kind of the vibe I'm going for. Neat, very neat. This is cool. I have some cool stuff in here, even if you don't know who the fuck it is. Like funky, geometrical. Like I bought like a lot just because that's what they look like. Like, that's so cool. Ella Fitzgerald, actually. So cool. See? Brass. Very good to sample brass. Guitar. It's easy when you spot them. See, I'm just allowing myself to be in like my creative mindset. Even if I'm not fucking actually creating something myself. It's kind of like, you know, like you're a kid a little bit. And that's essentially what like your inner artist is. It's like the creative inner child, basically. And you're just letting it, you know, express itself and like have fun. Everything doesn't have to be fucking amazing and perfect. Bring back cool album covers. Like, this is crazy. Can I show that? So cool. I don't know, I can't read the text, I'm blind. This is cool too. Heaven and Hell. Like, y'all can't tell me these aren't cool. That's just like one of those things, you know, like a little quirky thing that I do. I don't know. Ugh. You don't need a lot of money for this. Like, you can go find a record store, even like a really big one that like might be expensive. They usually have like a junk area or like a, you know, cheap record area in all those stores, and like I feel like that's where you find the heat, the good shit, because it's like overlooked by a lot of people, because a lot of people are like, I need to go buy some vintage records or some collectibles I'm gonna resell. Like, I'm not doing this to resell. I'm literally doing this just like because I enjoy this. This is fun. Oh yeah, this one. This is the Bach one. I feel like I should put that in the middle. That'd be fun. I smell like old books. Like, you can't tell me that's not funky. You know what I mean? People are just really creative. And like, you can use other people's creativity to inspire yourself. That's how I see it. Because essentially that's kind of like what beat making is when you're sampling. You're literally just using someone else's art and like making it like your own. Like real sampling is cool. I'm not talking about like the new sampling where they literally sample a song from the 2000s. I'm like, Jesus, dude. That song barely came out. I like this though. Like that style. I think that kind of goes with the colors. These in themselves are just like pieces of art. Like, this is neat. The paper, the simplicity, the gold. Yeah. I appreciate it. Because this isn't for everybody to appreciate. Thick as a brick. Do I know what the fuck this is about? Not really. No fucking idea. I literally just like the concept of it. Like, it looks like a newspaper. Funky. More brass. I'm pretty sure sax is brass, right? Yeah. It's kind of fitting for where I am right now as well. Bird in a cage. Yeah. In a silver cage. I think that's 30 now. Alright, so this is what I've come up with. It's obviously very messy right now, but it's kind of like green, blue, purple, more purplish, orangish, and like the lightest down here. I'll blur the lightest down there. The chair's in the way, but yeah, that's what I kind of came up with real quickly. Cool. That was better, actually. I know. I'm gonna have to tell you to move in a second. Be a big tragedy. I'm really just guessing. I'm very pleased. This did not take long at all. Stabbed myself several times already. Okay. Just one more row. God damn. I did it. Does it look really cool and cuties? Wow. Letting your artist be an artist. Even if it feels like something really silly, just let it happen. If I let all that art like sit on the shelf and not be able to be seen, I'll probably put up more in my house. To be honest, I have another idea. Ugh, that was a workout. Sorry, excuse me. It's hot as fucking here now. I might even get some like, I don't know, we'll think about that later. I just wanted to do this before I overthought it and I didn't do it in the end because that's usually what I do. I'm thinking of an idea and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get to it. Oh, but I need to do this. Oh, but it's not perfect. This is probably crooked. I don't care. I did it though, okay? It's not crooked. The ceiling is crooked. The house is crooked. My records are perfectly fine. But I just fed the artist. Even though it's not this like amazing project and it's not like done by hand or something, I didn't draw it. I came up with this. I have so many records that I've been like collecting and I actually have always wanted to just like do something like this with them. But I was like, I need a case or I need like no, I don't. I use thumbtacks, okay? And I stuck them up. I laid them on the ground real quick. And this took me like an hour, okay? I laid them on the ground real quick and I was like, okay, it's gonna go from like greenish to blue, purplish, sort of. Then it went to orange and down there, right? That's it, okay? And I did it. And I'm actually like tired now. I feel like satisfied with my day. I didn't have the most amazing day today. I cried today, for sure. I cried and I napped today. But I also had a pizza day, so that was a good part of the day. And now I fed the artist. Dog was here the whole time too. I feel very satisfied with this. I'm very excited that I did this. I wanted to do this on a different wall, but then I was like, I need it in here. I need it in the stew. You know what I mean? Like I need it where I'm yapping to my camera. Yeah. You know, I'm not a painter, but I do have a bunch of paint supplies, so I'm gonna dig into that shit too. I just want to let myself express myself, even if I'm not good at it, even if I'm not amazing at anything. You know, like I'm not Picasso, but I am Adelisa, okay? I am an artist, and there's many ways that we should express ourselves, even if this doesn't feel like some like creative expression. It still is. This still is. And also, this whole wall is very inspiring to look at. Just like colors, different visuals, different, like some of them have different instruments, but you can literally grab ideas just from looking at this and get inspired. It's just good to have inspiration around you. Like, you know how people joke about the millennial homes and it's like everything's gray and shit? I kind of was trying to go against that because that's why I got this like orange couch. And plus, like, I wear a lot of black, so I think it just makes sense to go against these colors when I'm wearing more black. Even though I'm wearing gray. I always say I wear a lot of black and I'm always wearing like some fucking color that's not black. But yeah, I fed the artist. I think a lot of it has to do with me once again starting my artist way journaling. I've only done the second day of this week, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you've done a week or if you've done 2 years. Like, it matters if you're doing it, okay? If you guys don't know what artist way is, definitely look it up. you don't have to look it up. You can look at the concept of it and you can literally do it yourself in a journal. A lot of people literally make blog posts about it, and you could just like use that information to do it. You don't have to buy the book if you don't want to. Basically it's just you write 3 pages of just like stream of conscious writing, and you don't stop, and you do it for the whole 3 pages, and that's how you start your morning. Like I literally like crawled out of bed before I even put my contacts in and went and journaled, because I was like, I'm not about to let my ass ignore doing this shit, because I need to do those journal entries. Those journal entries were a huge part of me becoming sober, in my opinion, because I literally started them 4 years ago. I didn't do them for that long. I did them probably for like 3 months, and then I fell off. Then I did them at my old house for like a little while, but when I realized that was like actually one of the big things I did when I became sober was journal and express myself in some way, it really helped with that. And if you want to see why, just look up some of the book or what people are saying about the book. And just, I don't know, you don't have to buy the book. If you want to buy it, you can. You don't need to. You could just do the journal entries that I'm talking about. And then the other thing that you do is you take yourself on artist dates, basically 2 hours a week. You take yourself somewhere. You can take yourself to like a park. You don't have to pay for anything. If you want to, you can. But basically it's just a day for yourself for 2 hours for you to just allow yourself to be an artist and a creative and just wander around the world like a little artist, getting inspired by things. You know, I like to go to like record stores, clearly. I think that's like one of my things. You can go to like the library, you can go to a park. But those are basically the things that are in the Artist Way journal. And I just started those again, and then I just did this. Are they correlated? Maybe they are, okay? But I also did cry today, and part of the Artist Way journals probably will make you do some deep diving and deep inner work that you've probably been avoiding. A lot of people have like stopped doing the Artist Way journal simply because it got too deep, because you're kind of allowing your brain to just run when you're writing, even the bad thoughts. Screen wallpaper just went blue, but you're allowing like your brain to even do like the bad thoughts. And it's okay, because you want to start your day getting the bad thoughts out. I'm not good at this. I'm bad at this. It's too late in my life. Like you can write all that shit in the morning if that's what's going through your mind. Write it down, get it out, and then you're gonna be relieved a little bit. But it's kind of like things you work in and like work through in waves. So maybe that's why I'm also crying. But also maybe that's why I literally just did this at like 2 a.m. So I'm really excited about this. Is it crooked? Mind your fucking business. Does it look great and fun? And am I excited to have it as a background? Yeah, I'm excited. It's better to, you know, appreciate art and repurpose it and use it and get inspired from it than it is to just for me like leave it on those shelves where I literally don't see any of it. There's so many over there, but I think this is better. I think this is way better use. But okay, I'm gonna go to bed. That's the video. I have like 3 of these to edit and post. Fuck it. Okay.